My name's Gillian. I'm from New Zealand, originally from Liverpool in England. And I decided that it's time to change my lifestyle and get healthy and get thinner. There's been quite a few things that have really made me want to do this now. People around me have been losing weight, just my general health, and also I have kind of reached the heaviest I've been for quite some time. I was fluctuating, I would go up and down, and I would never really go past a point, but I would also, so I'd never gain too much weight, but I'd never lose enough. So I was quite happy. I was like, oh, this is fine. And then I was like, okay, I'll hop on the scales and just have a look. And I realised I'd actually, when I wasn't paying attention, gained 15 kilos. And it was like, wow, I missed that. So, yeah, definitely wanting to change my lifestyle. So I will be joining a gym in a couple of weeks. Where I live is really rural. So I don't actually have a license that I can drive on yet. I have a learner license, which in New Zealand is the first license you get of 3. It basically means you can drive if there's someone sitting in the front passenger seat who's had their full license for 2 years. I will be eligible for my restricted in about a month. Whether or not I pass my test is another story. I haven't had that many lessons. That means I would be able to drive alone, so that would be good. So I would be able to get to a gym, but the nearest gym from my house is about 4 hours walk. It's quite a long way and mostly uphill and no footpaths, so it's kind of a bad idea. But we do have some exercise equipment in the house. It's got dust on it by now, but I'll be using that. We've got an exercycle, and I think we've got an ab machine, probably one of those funny ones from the sorry, I'm actually quitting smoking as well, so I'm really wheezy. Yeah, kind of total life change. So smoking and weight loss, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I've been a smoker for 4 years now, so time to kick that as well. Alright, might get the patches though. I'm getting a little bit antsy from lack of nicotine. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I will be joining a gym, but we do have the exercise equipment, and I also have an iPad. So there's this great kind of weight loss thing on there. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's called like Advanced Workout. It's free. My boyfriend actually told me to get it because he was never fat. He's not fat, but he was like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight. It's like when you know how fat people say, oh, he's not fat. He really isn't. He's got a very healthy BMI. He's just very kind of stocky, like very big, like very naturally muscly, and he's got quite big shoulders and a very big head. He's a dense little creature. Which he took to be fat, so he's basically he has a little bit of a stomach, but now his stomach's gone. He's like, I will get abs, and he saw this movie, and I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this guy, and he's in a prison, and he's fighting, and all he does is fight, and he's like, I want abs like that guy. And I was like, fine, you want abs like that guy, I'll get fine, you do that, whatever. I'm not even that into muscles, so it's just like he's just doing it for himself, which is good. But yeah, so he's shown me that because he was like, if you ever decided that you wanted to lose weight, this would be really good for you. So I just downloaded it, had a look, gave it a go. I didn't really like it, but now I've been I've been using it a little bit, and I'm really enjoying it. So I've been using it about once a day, so I'm gonna start using it a bit more often. So those are kind of my reasons. I'll have great support from my partner. He's the kind of guy who, I don't want to say looks don't count, but you know, looks kind of come second to what's on the inside. Like, he tells me I'm beautiful all the time, and he tells me he loves me, and you know, he says that he loves me either way, but I know he does want me to lose weight just for my health, and also because this is something we disagree on, but he would like kids in the somewhat near future, you know, maybe in the next 5 years, whereas I'm thinking more 15. So he's kind of like, well, you know, when you get pregnant, you're gonna have to be healthy, and I'm like, fuck. No, like, no babies in 5 years. I'll still be at uni then. I have applied to go to uni next year. So I am kind of turning my whole life around. I'm thinking I've been on this kind of, not self-destructive, but not exactly self-helping path for a very long time, and I'm kind of now just kind of like, fuck it, I can't be bothered fucking my life up because of stuff that happened years and years ago. So, you know, I'm just over it. I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna move on, get my life together, you know. I'm sick of putting, you know, my health and my career and my family and my friends, my relationship on the line for shit that happened years ago. It's stupid, you know. I'm over it. I'm done with it. So it can fuck off. But, you know, obviously that's not, like, the only reason why I'm overweight. I'm also very lazy and greedy, and I will admit that. You know, people say, oh, you know, I'm a food addict. Not me. I'm not a food addict. I'm greedy. And I'm lazy. And I enjoy smoking. I'm a creature of indulgence. You know, me sitting there watching TV with chocolate and a cigarette and a cup of tea is my idea of fucking heaven. No more. I've got water now. And that replaces all three. You know, I admit it freely. Fat because I'm greedy and lazy. I like to eat and I don't like to move. Now I have to do the eat less, the move more. And I'm fine with it, you know. I accept that that's what my life's going to have to be. I'm also accepting that, you know, what I want to do at university is stuff that doesn't necessarily come naturally to me. Some people are more naturally adept at things like English or art. Some people are more naturally adept at things that are like science and maths. And I'm going into something that it doesn't exactly come naturally to me. It's something that I do have to put a lot more work into to do well in. But I'm doing it because it's something that I'm very interested in, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. And so I think if I have to really bust my ass, you know, to get to where I want to be, and there's no guarantee I'm going to get there, and if I don't get there, well, I'll just have to crawl up into the fetal position and cry for a day. But if I don't get there, it's not going to be the end. There are other paths I can take, but I do have a very clear image of where I would like to be. So that's kind of it, you know. I'm sick of being fat. I'm sick of working dead-end jobs. I dropped out of high school when I was 17 because I was a fucking idiot. You know, I'm sick of, you know, putting myself before everything else in my life. You know, I'm sick of putting my gob in between my mouth and my stomach. You know, fuck my stomach, fuck my mouth. That came out really wrong. You know what I mean? You know, this and this don't come first anymore. Everything else comes first. You know, my health, my family, and also like my life, my career. And also, even though we want them 10 years apart, my partner does have a point. You know, I would hate for my kids to grow up with me for a mum. You know, bad role model. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you in a few weeks. I'll probably do a weigh-in every 2 weeks or so, just so I can really have a definitive weight loss instead of, 500 grams, you know, a week. Which is good, you know, I'd rather have something like, a kilo. So I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Bye-bye.